Good evening and welcome back for this second edition of Lady Eagles Volleyball. Today, this matchup going to be between your Pensacola Christian College Lady Eagles, and they're going to be facing off against the Columbia University Rams, all the way from Columbia, South Carolina. The Lady Eagles, if you missed the first game, a thrilling 5-set match against Bruton Parker College. The Lady Eagles coming out on top late in that game. We talked with Coach Kaylin Oman a little bit after last game. We're going to take a short break. We'll be right back with an interview with head coach Kaylin Oman as we get ready for this game between your Pensacola Christian College Lady Eagles and the visiting Columbia International University Rams. Coach Oman, we're coming here, second game today. Obviously a thrilling game in the first one, a 5-set match. Your team able to come out on top. Talk to me a little bit about that game.
Yeah, that was a really good game. It was a good mental game for us. We had to focus on our fundamentals and everything that we did, and we just pulled together, especially with having to have a new rotation with some injuries out, and the girls just did a really great job of overcoming the mental toughness.
Now, injuries are definitely something to mention. I noticed Jasmine Baldonado hurting a little bit, playing through the pain. But the big one, losing Bailey Jensen, she played really well those first couple of games. Talk to me about that loss and what you guys are doing to, deal with that loss.
Right, Bailey she's tall, so she had some really good hits. She was driving our offense, so it's really tough not to have her right now. But the other girls are stepping up. Like I said before, Ginger Cannon is doing a really great job. Abby Greider coming in as a sophomore, she's doing a great job. And then Maddie at Butcher as a freshman coming in, helping out with our setting up our offense.
Now, ultimately, two different teams, but you guys do travel up to South Carolina last year. You play Columbia International. That was a 5-set match as well, really taxing. Ended up losing, but in that game, you saw big performances from Jasmine. She had 13 kills. Ginger had 9. So how important is it going to be to get those two going early if you guys want to come away against a very talented Rams squad?
Yeah, the Rams are really good. They have a really solid defense, and we've just got to make sure that we run our offense, we run our game. Jasmine will step up. Ginger's going to do a great job. And I know that Piper and Maddie are going to run the offense, but Anna Grace and Brooke, they're going to hold down the defense in the back row, and I know that they're going to do a great job against them.
Coach, best of luck in this one. Let's go get win number 2 this evening.
Yeah, thanks.
And we're back. We're just 5 minutes away from the start of this one, the second game of the night. The Lady Eagles walking away with a victory a thrilling 5-set match against the Bruton Parker College Barons. The Lady Eagles squeaking by, winning that last set of that game 16-14 and getting out of here with a W. The Lady Eagles with that victory, improving to 2-1 on the season. We now head to the nightcap. The Lady Eagles taking on the Columbia University International Rams. In this one, as we mentioned just a moment ago, the Lady Eagles taking on the Rams last season. That one a 5-set matchup in Columbia, South Carolina. Big performances in that game from Jasmine Baldonado and Ginger Cannon. They're going to need to have big games in this one if the Lady Eagles hope to come away with a victory. You're going to see a very similar starting 6 for the Lady Eagles in this game, going with what worked in the first match tonight. The Lady Eagles in that game, a very strong defensive performance from the team, led by the senior libero, Anna Grace Carrick, in the back. She finished that game with 37 serve receptions to go along with 10 digs. Anna Grace doing a great job in the back line of getting the offense rolling. Gonna have to look for a little bit of improvement in the setting area in this one. The Lady Eagles, a few too many errors in that last game when it came to setting, a combined 12 setting errors for the Lady Eagles. They're gonna have to clean that up. The biggest thing in this game, not making the mistakes. The Lady Eagles, if they're able to clean up the mistakes, they should come away victorious in this one. We're gonna have to see, as we talked about with head coach Kaylin Oman, missing Bailey Jensen in this game. That's a big loss up front. So how is the offense going to continue to adjust to not having her here? We saw them start to do that in the last game, spreading out the offensive attack. The Lady Eagles going to have to do that again in this one. We're looking forward to this game. We're just moments away. We're going to take a quick break. We'll be back in just a few minutes with starting lineups, and then we're off for our second game of the evening.
the Pensacola Christian College Eagles. Tonight's game is between the PCC Lady Eagles and Columbia International University. The National Christian College Athletic Association is committed to the true spirit of competition and upholding the four core values of the game plan for life: love, integrity, faith, and excellence. We ask that each participant, official, and spectator join us in exhibiting these Christ-like characteristics and help create a positive environment in which to enjoy today's competition. Please stand for prayer. Thank you, Lord Jesus, for this wonderful day. I pray for the players, Lord, that you provide safety. May everything we do and say just please you. In Christ's name, amen. Please remain standing for the national anthem. Tonight's sports medicine coverage is provided by the Andrews Institute and Baptist Healthcare, the official sports medicine provider for Pensacola Christian College. Starting tonight for Columbia International University, number 2, Bruna Barrazo. Number 4, Mackenzie Sanchez. Number 5, Diaja Hardin. Number 6, Lily Tang. Number 9, Gabriela Vega. Number 14, Andrea Salas. Number 16, Megan Lung. Columbia is led by Coach Amber Harbour. And now, your Pensacola Christian College Lady Eagles. Starting number 2, sophomore from Blackus, Minnesota, Abby Greider. Number 3, a senior from Albuquerque, New Mexico, Jasmine Maldonado. Number 4, a freshman from Bearsville, Indiana, Madison Butcher. Number 12, a junior from 96, South Carolina, Ginger Cannon. Number 17, a sophomore from Durham, North Carolina, Piper Bledsoe. Number 18, a sophomore from Summit Valley, California, Brooke McLeod. And number 20, a senior from Johnson City, Tennessee, Anna Grace Herrick. The Eagles are led by Coach Galen Oman with assistant coach Suba Leota. Officiating for tonight's game are John Evans and Andrew Royal.
And there you have it, the starters for both teams. For the visiting Rams, you've got number 2, Bruna Barrazo, number 4, Mackenzie Sanchez, number 5, Diaja Hardin, number 6, Lily Tang, number 9, Gabriela Vega, number 14, Andrea Salas, and rounding out the lineup for head coach Amber Havers Rams, number 16, Megan Lung. And for your Pensacola Christian College Lady Eagles, starting in the center, number 2, Abby Greider, number 3, Jasmine Baldonado, number 4, Madison Butcher, number 12, Ginger Cannon, the setter, number 17, Piper Bledsoe, in the back, number 18, Brooke McLeod, and the libero, Anna Grace Carrick. The Lady Eagles coached by head coach Kalen Oman. We're just moments away. Carrie in the last game, very exciting. Lady Eagles able to pull that one out late. I got a chance to talk with Coach Oman after the game, and she talked about how much that meant to this team to be able to pull that one out. Talk to me a little bit about that performance and how big that was to ultimately give them some confidence for maybe later in the season or maybe even in this one.
Yeah, well, I think most immediately it's going to make a difference for the game tonight. On these days where you have tri-matches and you'd have one game in the afternoon and then one a few hours later in the evening, it was pretty difficult to change your mindset if you happen to lose that game in the afternoon. But the girls should be set up well to come out strong with this game. There is always the factor of working through maybe some of that tiredness that might have set on after the first game, so we'll be on the lookout for that.
The Rams to get the first serve, going to be Barrazo, number 2. She comes all the way from Sao Paulo, Brazil. Barrazo, here it is. That one going to go off Baldonado, not necessarily the start you wanted to see right there. Time to shake off the rust from the earlier game.
Not necessarily the start you want to see, but even following that error, you saw the team still in high spirits after that, coming together, which is a little bit of a difference between the first set and the third set.
Barrazo off the top of the net. That one rolls onto the Lady Eagles side. Rams up 2-0. Barrazo again finds Carrick. That pass a bit errant, and the Rams out to a 3-0 lead. Carrie, one of the things you saw early on in the last match that we were here for earlier today, the Lady Eagles starting fast, and they did that in the first set. They did that in the last set. Talk to me about how important it is to get off to a strong start.
Good to get off to a strong start, because that's really going to set the tone for the rest of the set. By no means does that determine the set, but it does make going forward in the set a lot easier if you have that strong start.
4-0 Rams on the back of the serving by Barrazo. That one off the face of Baldonado. The Lady Eagles seem a little bit out of sorts right now. Perhaps that 2-hour layaway, you got a little bit of food in yourself, so now you definitely have to get back into this game.
Yeah, that definitely makes a difference, and you can kind of see them getting back into it a little bit, shaking off maybe the grogginess a bit.
We're going to see a change right there. Katrina Epley coming in for Baldonado in the center. She's going to get the first ball. Butcher looking for Dover. Little tip pass. Barrazo able to cover. Sanchez was trying to find one of her big hitters, but it's going to miss. Lady Eagles going to pick up their first point, and in comes Bledsoe. Bledsoe sends it short. Big swing there by Lung. Looks like the Lady Eagles called into the net. That was Butcher. Sanchez now back to serve for the visiting Rams. They're leading 7-1. Gonna find McLeod in the back. Bledsoe looking for Epley off the block. Lady Eagles gonna have another opportunity. Inside to Cannon. That one dug out. Sanchez gonna find Lung for the kill. Check that, that was Tang. Rams up 8-1. Lady Eagles reeling. Sanchez gonna keep serving from the back. Her team up by 7. Looking good so far. Serve coming across, finds Carrick. Bledsoe back with it to Epley. Epley off the block. Dug out there by Bledsoe. Back outside. Butcher into the net.
No, this is the point where you really want to start watching the girls be purposefully making smart plays. They just need to get a point at this point in the set.
Sanchez still serving in the back. It's coming across. McLeod able to cover it. Bledsoe quick set to Cannon, but the block is there. Miscommunication, free ball coming for the Lady Eagles. Dug out there by Salas. Big swing by Tang. McLeod there. Cannon trying to cover. Lung sends it over. Carrick there. Butcher trying to go back corner, but that one going to sail long as well. Getting close to maybe needing a timeout here, Carrie. It seems like just a little out of sorts right now.
Yeah, I agree.
Sanchez still serving. 10-1 Rams. Comes across. McLeod able to get there. Bledsoe looking for Cannon again, but the block there yet again. But a great job there by Bledsoe to get it across. But Lung coming right back at him. And Coach Kaylin Oman calling that timeout. It looks like the Rams just have come ready to play. They did just finish off one game, so they didn't necessarily have a break there. But talk to me about the intensity you're seeing from the Rams right now.
Yeah, they're definitely coming out intense, and as far as I know, they won their last set that they played, their last match that they played. So as we like to talk about so often, they have the momentum coming into this match. That's going to be important for them. They are definitely playing at a higher level of play and definitely a faster pace than the Eagles' last match this afternoon. So that's something else the Eagles are going to have to transition in this set. Not even just coming off of a couple-hour rest, but also transitioning to playing another team at a faster pace and probably a higher level of play, it seems like.
Lady Eagles back on the court after that timeout. You're going to see Baldonado check back in for Epley. The Rams rolling so far early in this one. Head coach Kaylin Oman calling that timeout, hoping to get her team going again. Mackenzie Sanchez, the setter for the Rams, still serving in the back. McLeod gets there. Bledsoe looking for Cannon. Lung back at him. McLeod gets there, race for it. That one going to end up in the seats. Lady Eagles just don't seem to have an answer right now for the big hitters up front. That block that you had seen get there in the first game today, it's just not getting there right now.
I think with our hits in this match, it's going to be even more important to specifically place them to the holes. The Rams defense seems very strong, so placement is going to be a lot more important in this match.
Lady Eagles still trailing by 11, searching for answers. Lung back to serve for the Rams. Harvey in now for the Lady Eagles. Bledsoe up, back row attack by Carrick. Free ball. Bledsoe looking outside, Harvey. She goes far corner. Big swing from the back row, Carrick. Looks like she may have been stuck in some concrete on that back line. She's not able to get there. Lung across. Received by Baldonado, looking for Cannon again. Lung's there. Sanchez now. That was Harden. Free ball now by Butcher. Vega off the block of Butcher and down. Rams making it look easy right now. Lady Eagles needing to find some answers on defense.
I'll be interested to see if the Eagles hitters will be able to find those back corners of the Rams. They seem to be open if they can get the ball back there.
Ginger Cannon just having no success right now getting through the Rams block, Carrie.
When you have a block like that, you just need your change your strategy to not necessarily get through the block, but to use the block to your advantage, whether it's hitting the ball off the block to out of bounds. Either way, however you can get a point, but not necessarily just powering through is the only answer all the time.
Butcher now going line. She's going to lay on that one in. Lady Eagles needed that.
And Noah, there's that back corner I was talking about. If you look at the Rams defense, they leave their corners open. If the Eagles hitters can find those corners, I think they'll have some success there.
Cannon to serve. That one goes deep. Barrazo covers it. Good job there by Harvey and Grider. One of the things we go back to talking about Ginger Cannon hitting right into the block, she needs to just look across the court. Callista Harvey, we saw that in the last game. She's very good at mixing up her types of hits and ultimately makes her pretty successful.
I think that comes with being a little bit of a shorter hitter like Callista is. She's learned to kind of compensate for the lack of height that she might have by making smart plays, placing it, and she can definitely get an angle on the ball whenever she hits it that a lot of our hitters can't.
Barrazo finds it. Sanchez up front. Here's Harvey again. That time she goes line, just misses.
That's a good thought. That back corner is open.
Lady Eagles starting to get into a little bit more of a rhythm. You saw them reel off a couple points there. They dug themselves quite the hole in this first set. Vega serving. That one going to sail into the net. Lady Eagles needing to capitalize here. Butcher, the freshman, back to serve. Dover going to come in now for Bledsoe. You'll see Madison Butcher play the setter position in this rotation. Butcher now to serve with the Lady Eagles trailing by 11. Her serve not able to get over the net. And the Lady Eagles still trail by 12. Lily Tang, the sophomore, to serve now for the Rams. Baldonado over to Butcher. Here's Dover. Nice tip over. Sanchez finds Harden, the block for the Lady Eagles, and they're going to pick up the point. Tiffany Dover, she's loving it. Bringing the energy.
One thing I'd like to see from our team right now is to mix up the hits a little bit. We seem to be going to the same hitters over and over again. We had early success with setting up Anna Grace Carrick in the back, and I might like to see that again.
Free ball over. Lady Eagles trying to take advantage. Here's Grider in the middle. Abby Grider finding the hardwood. Short serve dug out there by Mickelson. Here comes the hit by Tang, and that one gonna sail long. Lady Eagles trying to make a game of it. They dug themselves quite the hole early on, but trying to claw their way back into this one. Substitution here, Lung in for Mickelson. McLeod serving. Sanchez trying to find Harden, the block there again for the Lady Eagles, making it difficult. Free ball. McLeod to Butcher, to Grider, and the tip pass. It's good.
No, that's something that Abby Grider was doing in the first match today, really using those tips forcefully and placing them and able to get a point off them. They were smart plays.
That one to Barrazo. Big hit by Harden coming. McLeod covers. Here's Butcher. Grider gonna just roll one over the net. Sanchez out wide to Harden again. The block is good. Harden again a little harder. And that one off the block and out of bounds. Rams.
I like what I'm seeing from the Eagles right now, though. Even though they still are trailing, you can see them starting to adjust the level of their play to the pace and the expectations of the other team, and I like what I'm seeing here.
So last serves. Carrick forced to just send it back over. Rams scramble. Free ball. Butcher outside. Baldonado. Big hit. It's good. It's good to see Jasmine Baldonado. Didn't play well in the first couple of points. Coach pulls her out. Good to see her come back in and get a big play.
And that's one of Jasmine's strongest points, is to go from the strong outside and take those big hits, something she's really skilled at.
Here comes a big swing by Lung off the block. That one looked like it went out off of Tiffany Dover. Barrazo now serving. Carrick gonna pick that one up. Butcher looking for Dover. Goes line. Sanchez now up to Lung. Carrick able to cover. That one might stay in. It does. Sanchez up to Lung again, but McLeod is there. Back row attack by Carrick. Nice play there. Sanchez now looking center. That one tight to the net. Baldonado coming. And gonna get it again. The Lady Eagles gonna take it. I love on that play getting that back row attack in there. Again, just giving a slightly different look to this Rams defense. We've been having problems hitting around the block, so mixing it up a little bit.
Definitely, and throwing in those back row attacks will keep the block on their toes for sure.
Baldonado up for Bledsoe. Cannon and her getting tangled up. Sanchez in the middle, Lung outside. Bang! Megan Lung sending it hard down towards the floor, and the Rams, they're up by 9, 21-12 here in the first set. Sanchez to serve. Carrick has to handle it. McLeod with the back row attack. Smart play there by Lily Tang. And we're going to get a timeout on the floor. We're going to take a quick break as well. And we're back. Lady Eagles trailing by 10. Sanchez serving. McLeod gets there. Bledsoe now outside to Baldonado. Big hit. Salas covers it. Free ball over. That one may have been out of bounds, but McLeod safely picks it up. Baldonado goes with a little push. Free ball again. Time to use it. Bledsoe. Middle. Cannon. Just off the block. Sanchez gets there, and Lung outside. Stuffs it right into the block. Butcher and Cannon just with no answer right now for Lung. Sanchez sends one deep. That one going to go off McLeod, and that's going to take us to set point. Rams have come out strong in this game. That one going to sail out. The setter Sanchez sending it just long. Lady Eagles with their backs up against the wall, just looking to steal some momentum at this point. Baldonado, that one covered by Tang in the back. Outside Lung. That one into the net. That's going to do it for this set. Lady Eagles fall 25-13 in the first set. We're going to take a quick break. We'll be back with set number 2. And we're back as we get ready for set number 2. The Lady Eagles falling in the first set. The Rams jumping out to a quick start. Lady Eagles trying to fight back in it, but the Rams proving to be a bit too much. Head coach Kaylin Oman's Lady Eagles looking to get out to a better start in this set. Bledsoe gonna have the ball first in this one. Bledsoe sends it across. That was Barrazo. Lung right into the block, but it's going to land on the side of the Lady Eagles.
It's one of those situations where a block was there. They just need to make sure that they're contacting the ball over the net so they can push it back down on the other side instead of their own.
Bledsoe, backside Baldonado, off the hands of Salas and out of bounds. Good start there for Baldonado. Harvey now in to play the front row for McLeod. That one dug out by Salas. Outside Lung, but that one into the net. Got around that ball a little bit too much. Lady Eagles already starting better than they did in the first set. Baldonado's serve lands on the arms of Tang. Free ball. Cannon able to get there. Lung, here she comes again. That one off the block. Just no one there in the center to cover. Carrie, it almost seems like the block's a little too straight up right now.
Yeah, you really want to see them pushing with their hands.
That one sent deep. Bledsoe to Carrick. That one gonna land right on the line. Lady Eagles getting a bit lucky right there. Grider now in on the front row for Carrick. Cannon sends one across off the hands of Lung, and that one gonna be an ace. Lady Eagles up by 2. And we're gonna see a substitution for the Rams. Number 8, Zuzana Chisik coming in for Lung. This is Chisik's first bit of action. Terrazzo up to Sanchez, out wide, Harden off the net. Bledsoe looking for Grider in the middle, tip pass, it's good. Abby Grider may make a career of doing that.
Not a bad thing, it's a smart move. She's getting points off it, and I'd like to see her keep doing it.
Some of the easiest kills in the book.
Yep.
Cannon trying to do a bit too much, looking to go short, but that one gonna go right into the net. And the Rams gonna take back over. Marshall now in for the libero. Barrazo. Vega back to serve. Butcher covers that one. Bledsoe looking inside. Grider tries it again that time. No luck. Chisik sends one. That one out of bounds. Kerry, I definitely have been impressed with those plays by Grider, but the one thing I think even her, you'd like to see her maybe mix it up a little bit more.
Yeah, those swipes that are going short and angled, I think against this team would be just as effective if they were long to the back corners as well, since those are open. Sometimes those off speed, if it's more of a tip or a push, do the trick.
Butcher gonna send one over. That one's short, gonna land. 8-3 Lady Eagles. Lady Eagles definitely starting better in this one. Butcher finds Chisik. Sanchez having to chase it. Tang gonna send one over. Carrick had to bail out her offense. That one just getting over, but the Lady Eagles gonna get the point either way. The rolls that they were not getting in that first set, they're getting right now.
Cleaning up those unforced errors, it makes all the difference in a match like this.
Butcher that serve into the net. Monday back to serve for the visiting Rams. That one may have been long. Double hit there by Butcher. Carrie, when you're a back row player, you obviously have an idea of where that line is. How do you judge that?
Well, you try to be aware. Sometimes you definitely do lose your sense of where you're out in the court. It's usually not a very good thing when that happens. So just trying to be aware, keeping it on your mind, using other players to help anchor you as well. It always helps.
Dover with the attack on 2. Back outside, Harden.
Have some miscommunication there with 2 of the new players for this year. And that's something that I think will come with experience playing with each other, knowing whose ball is who when more than one of them could get to it.
Monday, she had her Rams on a little run, but that one out of bounds. McLeod back in. In the last game I mentioned to you, I saw that Harvey started to serve, and I was trying to figure out who she'd been serving for. It looked like Coach Oman had her serve for McLeod a couple times, but it looks like now she's back to McLeod maybe. Couple Lady Eagles diving for that one, but unable to get there. Rams on a bit of a run. Salas now in to serve. Baldonado's there. Butcher up to Baldonado. Off the block. Monday able to cover. Sanchez finds Lung. That one gonna find the back line. Good swing there by her. Finding the weakness in the Lady Eagles defense, that back left corner right now. Salas now gonna send one short. Carrot gets there. Butcher up, Baldonado at the net. That pass just a bit off, causing Butcher not to be able to get it to the hitter in the right position. Butcher there with another double hit, and head coach Kaylin Oman going to call a timeout. Carrie, you've watched the Rams get back into this one. The Lady Eagles jumped out early, but the Rams kind of methodically getting back into it.
Yeah, I think we're going to watch Eagles when they come out. They're going to have to be sure to come out consistent and strong for the first few plays. Like I've said before, I think this is a point where they need to really focus on making some smart plays instead of these power plays as soon as they come out. And I think that will make a difference because once they get in, if they can get a few points and get their confidence back, that's when they can really start swinging hard and making a big difference.
Well, and I think that's what you saw them doing early on in the set. They realized that it's not necessarily going to be effective right now to always be trying to swing through these blocks. So you started to see them finesse some things around the court over the last couple plays. I think the biggest thing is they failed to get the ball to their hitters in good positions, and that's something that ultimately needs to change over these next couple of points.
Yeah, overall, I've actually been really impressed with our defense. They've been doing a good job of getting the balls up to the setter. Now it's just a matter of making sure that that setter is able to get in place and get the ball released in time and at her target so that her target can complete the play.
Here comes Salas. That one sent over. Carrick there. Butcher up with it. Dover going to tip it over, and a miscommunication on the front line between Marshall and Lung. The Lady Eagles stealing a point. Cannon back in now, and Carrick back to serve. Monday with the reception. Lung into the block. Better job of sending it to the right side of the net this time. Now, as you mentioned early on in the last game, just getting better at angling that block.
Right, that's going to make a big difference.
Barrazo to serve. Baldonado up to get it. Butcher outside to Cannon, off the block and down. Great adjustment there by Ginger Cannon. Took a little bit off, able to just get it over the block.
Yeah, that was a great hit. You could tell that she saw the court well. And like I've said before, sometimes it just takes mixing it up just a little bit, changing up the speed of your hit just a little bit to throw off the defense.
Sanchez now back outside to Lung. I think the biggest thing if you're Ginger Cannon, you're athletically gifted. You can hit the ball so hard. But sometimes you just have to put a little mental thought in the defense's mind of, am I going to go soft? Am I going to go hard? And I think as you've already seen her dramatically improve over the last couple of years, but if she wants to become a phenomenal volleyball player, a player like maybe an Erica Boardman that we saw a couple years ago, it's making that slight adjustment, being able to go slow and hard at the same time.
Yeah, I agree. That's going to up her game.
Lung having her way right now with the Lady Eagles defense. I think ultimately, as you mentioned, Carrie, sometimes there's going to be a good hitter on the court. Sometimes that hitter's going to beat you, but you have to kind of slow down the other hitters. You can't have multiple hitters beating you at the same time.
That's exactly right. And as a defense player, you have to recognize that sometimes you're going to be up against some of those hitters that there's not too much that you can do against their hit as a defense player. And it's not necessarily that those are the ones that you're going to worry about the most. You know, you work on cleaning up what you can and cleaning up the mistakes that you can and just recognizing that plays like that are going to happen that you can't do much about.
Now, sometimes, too, do you also, and I know you play defense, but do you look at, instead of always sending the double block against someone who's been beating you, do you sometimes go to the single block and leave that extra defender back?
I don't know. I think it would really depend on what team you're playing and how that particular game is going. Your block is going to make the biggest difference for your defense. If your block is not strong, your defense is left wide open. So generally, you'd want your strongest block up there.
Epley with the tip pass finds Harden, but now a free ball sent back over. Bledsoe setting up Cannon. That one hard off the setter, Sanchez, and out of bounds. Lady Eagles getting a point back. You have to take advantage of the overpasses. Lady Eagles able to do that on that play. Barrazo, great setup. Good dig out by Bledsoe.
That's one of those mistakes that you really don't want to see. There was a hard hit. Defense got it up. They were ready to make the play, and then you really kill a lot of momentum whenever you miss it with an unforced error like that, when you end the play with an unforced error.
Vega going to check out now. Mickelson in to serve for her. She finds Baldonado. Bledsoe on the net. Grider sends one back door. Harden up against the block. That one off of Bledsoe. Off the block there by Epley. Big swing by her. And in comes Butcher. Dover also going to check in for Bledsoe.
That's a position that I really like to see Epley in. She has grown accustomed to playing in that position, and she can make some pretty good attacks off that, especially when she goes down the line.
Some miscommunication going to lead to a free ball. Lady Eagles needing to take advantage. Butcher outside, Harvey. Nice tip over. Harden going to roll that one over. Butcher able to send it back. Dover looking for the kill. Sanchez there. Harden now up against the block. Dover. Good job by her right there. Big swing there by Dover. She had an opening in the back, just couldn't find it. I think this is a big set a big part of this right now. Madison Butcher, she's been struggling a little bit with her setting, so it'll be interesting to see if she can kind of turn that around. The Lady Eagles are going to need that.
Yeah, I agree. It's also something to remember that this is Butcher's first semester and first season playing for the Eagles. That's always an adjustment, playing with new teammates on a new team in a new place.
Harden outside. She goes slow. Butcher, that one going to end up over the net. Harvey going to be into the net, and that's going to be Rams' point. Rams just 5 points away now from taking a commanding 2-0 lead in this one. Tang serving for the Rams. Baldonado finds Chiswick. And the big kill there by Marshall. And we're going to see a timeout on the floor. We're going to take a quick break as well. Tang sends one over and finds Carrick. Butcher to Greider. Harden off the outstretched arm of Baldonado and in. Rams just 2 points away now. Harden goes far corner, and Rams going to have a set point here, looking to take a commanding 2-0 lead in this one. Tang going off the net. She's going to be replaced by Monday. McLeod now in to serve for Harvey. McLeod goes short with it. Rams scrambling. Monday sends one over hard. Here comes the big hit by Baldonado. She's going to roll one. Nice play there by Jasmine Baldonado, going a little bit slow, finding that back corner. McLeod, here comes another serve. That one picked up by Chiswick. Harden, another big swing. McLeod's covering it. Butcher, back row attack by Carrick. Barraza, that one may have been out, but she was able to cover it. Harden again. And that's going to do it for set number 2. Lady Eagles trailing by 2. The visiting Rams win that one 25-17. We're going to take a break. We'll be back with set number 3. And we're back. The Rams serving first in set number 3, leading 2-0. Lung outside. That one going to go off the block again. Barrazo now still serving. Her team in the driver's seat. Baldonado there. Minter looking for Dover. And that one just right into the net.
I think this is one of those points. You're down 2 sets. This is the beginning where you need to be making those smart plays and just getting a couple of points on the board. I'd like to see them placing their hits a little bit here at the beginning. Well, all the time, but especially here at the beginning.
Cannon sends one over hard. Lung going to send one over as well. Carrick up to Baldonado off the block. Baldonado sets up Dover. That one going to land inbounds.
With as tightly as doubles have been called today, I think it makes the whole bench a little bit nervous when you see not your setter go up for a overhead set.
Tang outside to Sanchez. Back row attack by Salas coming. Bledsoe with a diving stop. Bledsoe. Back row attack by McLeod. Sanchez there. Little rollover. Bledsoe up to Cannon off the block, and that one gonna find the hardwood. I think McLeod definitely plays the role of spark plug in the back.
Yeah.
She brings a lot of energy.
She brings a lot of energy. It's interesting to see how she and Anna Grace work together because Anna Grace is so consistent and so calm in the background most of the time. And then Brooke often brings that little bit of energy sometimes.
Well, and I even noticed in between games, the two of them sitting over there, they're pretty good friends. Definitely an interesting dynamic there between the two of them, but I think they both feed off each other really well.
Yeah, they do. They work together well, and that's something that you saw develop through last season, and then coming into this season. That's definitely proved a lot from the beginning of last season.
Definitely a stronger level of trust between those two as you continue to play together.
And the communication, just understanding who's going to get what.
Sanchez going to send that one deep off McLeod. The whole team chasing, but no one going to get there. Bledsoe trying to be a little bit more vocal out there. Tang outside to Lung. The back row, the Eagles having to work real hard. McLeod there, Bledsoe outside to Butcher, and that double called again. Been a rough night for the setters on both teams. Definitely been a point of emphasis for all the officials in these last couple of matches. Baldonado gets around the block and finds the floor. Baldonado sends one deep to Barrazo, back to Lung, and the block. The Lady Eagles finally figure it out. Good job there by Cannon. This large Eagles crowd trying to get their team rolling. Tang to Sanchez, now going back row attack. Salas, Cannon gets the initial tip and then sends it to the back corner. Heads up play there by Cannon, pretty athletic play as well.
I've been really enjoying watching Cannon playing in the middle as middle hitter. She brings her natural athleticism. She's so quick and so naturally athletic that she can really get to a lot of different plays in that middle position.
Vega off the solo block and down. The Rams still lead by 2. Ginger Cannon just really, she keeps continuing to improve year in and year out. You saw her for her freshman year. She was just a very athletic player. Then next year she starts to take the step to be an athletic player but a very good volleyball player. This year really looking to take one more step forward. And if she can ultimately take that step, maybe add some more of the mental side of the game, she could become a very dominant player up front.
I think she's already a dominant player. She's been, like you said, she's just improved so much.
Double called there on Bledsoe. That one short. Bledsoe to Cannon. Ginger Cannon trying to will her team back into this one. She's doing it all right now for the Lady Eagles. She's going to head back to serve, her team trailing by 3.
It's this rotation where you have someone like Ginger in back row and you have Jasmine in back row that I would really like to see those strong hitters be hitting from back row as well.
Butcher able to get that one back over just in time. Outside, off the antenna by Tang. Lady Eagles back within 2. Sanchez outside to Harden, the block there. Up again. That one gonna land. That was Grider and Butcher, the freshman and the first-year sophomore. Chiswick up to Sanchez. Harden trying to get it over, but the Lady Eagles gonna get another point, and that's gonna knot it up at 10.
You can start to see really some of the Eagles' heart coming out right now. I was talking to some of the players after their first match today and asking them about some of the good things that they saw, and they mentioned that they did feel as if their teammates had a lot of heart at times that you saw when they came back and were able to overcome opposition, and I agree with them. They did a great job of that.
And I think you have to assume we're very early on in the season. The mistakes that we're seeing right now that are costing us, the team is going to clean those up. And so ultimately something like heart is so important because you are going to play some bigger games later on in the season. You expect to clean up the mistakes, so then that heart's really going to come through. And possibly you get Bailey Jensen back a little bit later on in the season, and this team becomes a very good volleyball team. Minter now in to serve. That one dug out by Chiswick. Backdoor Tang. Off the block, Carrick laying out. There's another thing, too, I noticed on a play ago. There was a ball that was sent way back towards the stands. 4 or 5 girls just full out sprint. Most of them knew they were never going to get there, but just that hustle, and you have to like to see that as a coach. You see that right there with Carrick as well. Minter a bit short, but a great play there.
That back corner, Noah, there it is. Abby Grider seems to be finding those corners, finding those holes on the Rams defense.
You've been saying it all game. I think maybe you just need to take your headset off and scream it out loud because those back corners have been there the entire night, just not been able to find them so far.
Yeah, they've been open. I understand that the Rams block is strong, and they're trying to block those corners, but, man, they're open.
Chiswick there, Sanchez chasing. Free ball coming. Lady Eagles got to use it. Minter. Grider able to recover. Dover picks it up. One thing I can say right now, and part of it's just not having played in games this year, Minter's sets seem to be a bit low.
They do seem to be a little bit low. I think that is just a little adjustment that she'll have to make.
Out. That one gonna sail out. Lady Eagles coming back, up 14-12. I think that could maybe throw off your hitters up front a little bit. You see Butcher, her sets are a little bit higher, Bledsoe as well, and then you come in, you have someone who's setting it a little bit lower. Definitely adjustment for the hitters too.
Yeah, well, you want to find that middle balance. You don't want all of your sets to be so high. And that was a beautiful set, just didn't quite, hitter was unable to make the contact with that. You just want your sets high enough so that your tall hitters have room to extend and be able to hit that ball, but you also want to keep them low and keep them quick to have that fast-paced offense.
Carrick there, Minter up, back row attack by McLeod coming. Just missing that back corner, but I like the thought there. This one tied back up. Lady Eagles really showing some heart. They could have rolled over already, but really fighting hard late in this one, trying to force a fourth set. Was hoping for a little bit of luck. Can you hear? We apologize for the technical difficulties. Had some power source come unplugged out here. Missed a couple good points, but the Lady Eagles, they're rolling right now, 20-16. looking to close out the third set. Really showing a lot of heart right now, Carrie.
They definitely are. And you see this momentum that we talk about so often. You see this right now. And especially with a crowd like this, you see the girls start to get more engaged because it's fun to play this well. They're playing super well right now, and you can see that on their faces and the way they're acting. A much better way to be.
Bledsoe sends one over. Sanchez to Lung. I think Cannon going to be in the net on that one. Despite the being in the net, though, Carrick really positioned really well to receive that ball from Lung. Sanchez going to send it over. McLeod there. Back up, Baldonado. Sanchez in the back, able to get there, but we're going to see a double hit. At least they're going both ways right now. Baldonado back to serve, but Minter going to come in. Check that, that's Harvey. It's getting late here in Pensacola, a little past my bedtime at this time. Battle for it at the net. Bledsoe going back corner. But Salas able to get there. Tang now sends one there, but Bledsoe there. There's Cannon, and she's loving it. The fans.
No, one of the things with those back corners being open, once we've hit those a few times, you start to see your defense pull back and to cover those, and then you have that hole in the middle, and Cannon was able to find that and capitalize on that.
And we're going to have an ace. Lady Eagles just 2 points away. It's the same thing you've been talking about all along. If you're able to change up a little bit of what you're doing, whether it's hitting a little bit slower around the block or trying to find the corners, your whole goal in mixing things up is finding space. Lady Eagles have tried to change some things, and you're seeing they're being successful in this third set.
Yeah, I agree. You can't cover the whole court, but if you're doing the same things over and over again, then they can definitely cover those spots. One thing that I'm really liking from Bledsoe and then Minter when she's been in is that they are starting to mix up their sets a little bit, starting to play with their offense. I just want to see more of that. They are mixing it up. I still haven't seen them do many of their specialty plays yet. Keeping an eye out for that, but as always, I just prefer them to play smart as well.
And I would dare say a lot of that just comes with reps. You've only had 2 weeks of practice. You haven't had a ton of games. You've had some freshmen who've had to get inserted because other people have gotten injured. So this team still hasn't had a ton of reps. You're seeing them get some of those reps right now. They're starting to make some really good decisions.
Another thing that we didn't specifically mention with mixing it up is what Ginger Cannon did take that hit on the second hit, and that's just another way that they can mix that up and keep the defense on their toes.
Harvey going strong, but that one going to sail out. Lady Eagles only needing 2 points here. Lung back serving. It's just a fight to get to 25 right now. Bledsoe outside. Harvey off the block and down. Carrie, I can't stress enough how important it might be to take a set like this. I'll go ahead and say it. The Rams right now, they're a better team. But the Lady Eagles are really showing some heart right now. They're proving to themselves that they can steal sets from these teams. Later on in the year when you're not as injured, when you have gotten some of these kinks out, this is a team that they could beat.
Yeah, I agree. If they show consistency with their play and they show this consistent heart through the whole match, they're definitely contenders with any of these teams.
Lady Eagles sitting just 1 point away from stealing this third set. Mickelson going to serve for the visiting Rams. That one's sent over, picked up by Carrick. Bledsoe looking for Harvey, nice tip. Harden now trying to get over the block, and she's going to send it through instead. Coach Oman going to call a quick timeout here with her team up 24-20. And we're going to take a quick break as well. back. Lady Eagles up by 4, just needing 1. Fans getting on their feet. Lady Eagles, they fought hard in this third set, looking to steal one. Mickelson back to serve. Carrot covers that one. Here comes Butcher, big hit. Back over now, Lady Eagles with another opportunity. Up to Harvey, tipping out of bounds. Oh, that one gonna land on the line. That was close. That's why I let the professionals call it.
Might have a little bit of a better angle than you do.
I'm a little biased as well. Rams scrambling, that should have been 2. Bledsoe, here's Harvey, off the block. What a great set for your Lady Eagles right there, Carrie. You have to be extremely pleased with that.
Yeah, that was a strong way to finish. That's going to carry a lot of momentum into the next set for them. And once again, like you already said, that's proving things to them. It's proving how hard they can play and how much heart they have. Also, the fans getting involved here.
Yeah, this is so much fun. I've been to a couple volleyball games over the last couple of years, and this is electric. This is probably the best crowd I've ever seen at one of these volleyball games. Really getting into it, having fun, and I think you're seeing that translate. You've seen that for years with the basketball teams, the soccer team, so it's fun to see it right now with the volleyball team.
Yeah, I agree. This is a huge benefit to the players.
Well, Carrie, going to set number 4. You stole a set. You got to be happy with that. If you're head coach Kaylin Oman, you've learned a lot about your team today. You had a great first set in the first match today. You got punched, you got back up, and you won that one in 5. This one, the Rams have come out. They've clearly been the stronger team. But for you to steal set number 3 with your backs against the wall, it'd be very easy to just roll over and say, this game's over, it's late. But they fought hard, able to win that set. If you're head coach Kaylin Oman, you have to be extremely pleased with what you're seeing from this team early on in the season.
Yeah, I think there's definitely a lot that you can see and be proud of as a coach. I think that also as a coach, he's probably looking at and taking a lot of notes on some things to work on. But I think one of the key takeaways is the fact that these girls have shown that they are able to improve, that they're willing to work on it. All the girls, as you well know, are hard workers. They're willing to put in the time, and they seem dedicated to making themselves better.
You definitely noticed Coach Oman made that switch right before that set, inserting Haley Minter in place of Madison Butcher. I feel like, as you and me have talked a little bit off the air, Madison Butcher maybe gotten a little bit of a bad rap tonight. It's been a tough game. It's really only her second game playing at the college level. You've seen some of those errors, maybe some of those rookie mistakes. So Coach Oman going with Minter, who's played a few more games. And you saw a difference there. And what you also saw is Butcher, she still got hurt. She still got in. She made a difference. She was doing great with the block, her and Grider. So really a great adjustment there by head coach Kaylin Oman.
Yeah, I agree. Butcher is making a difference with her hits and with her blocking. She's definitely a force to be contended with there. Haley Minter brings a lot to the team as a setter. She has an extremely high volleyball IQ, I think. I think she's very aware of what she's doing. Been a setter for a long time, and I think she's used to being that playmaker on the court, calling those plays, telling other girls what to do. One of her favorite things, I think.
Well, and I'm going to go out on a limb here and say that with how talented Madison Butcher is, I doubt in high school she was doing a lot of setting. She was probably doing a lot more of hitting. And so coming to college, Coach Oman asking her to, she obviously had that skill set. You don't just toss someone brand new in there. So there was obviously that, but ultimately having to do a little bit more of that, maybe not just quite as comfortable, haven't gotten as many of the reps. And ultimately those are all going to be things that throughout the season she's going to be able to clean up. And she may end up being that number 2 setter, possibly.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see how it works out. Regardless of whether or not she's setting, she does bring a lot to the table as a hitter and as a blocker.
Well, we're now back. We've talked our way through the break. Set number 4 coming up. Lady Eagles able to steal set number 3 from the Rams. A good showing for them. We're about to get underway. Lady Eagles potentially looking to make a game of this one. Can they steal another one and send this one to 5 again? It's going to be a tall task, but you have to like what you saw from them in set number 3. Bledsoe going to serve first again. She sends it across. Salas able to get there. Sanchez looking for Lung. That one off the block. After a tough set, sometimes if you're a head coach, you just go back to your bread and butter. And Megan Lung is the bread and the butter for this Rams team tonight.
Yeah, I believe she's, as far as I know, I think she's playing opposite of Harvey, and both of those are strong players. So as soon as you get one of them on back row, you get the other one on front row, and they've both been forces to contend with there.
Bledsoe able to cover that one. Back row attack coming from Carrick. Sanchez there. Cannon blocked that one with her face. Tang just a bit too much. Sanchez now going to serve her team up 2. McLeod there, Bledsoe racing for it. Here's Butcher outside, nice push pass. But she's gonna get called for a double hit.
You just have to be so careful when if you're pushing it over like that. I think the recommendation would always just be to use one hand.
That one gonna roll off the arms of McLeod and out of bounds. Rams starting strong after the Lady Eagles stole that set. Can the Lady Eagles find a little bit more in the tank tonight? Back row attack there by Carrick. Sanchez up looking for Long. And Carrick is there. Left-handed hit by Cannon. Great adjustment in midair for her and able to get that kill.
That was a beautiful play by Carrick on both accounts. She had a great dig, and then also that back row attack from her again. Those have been really consistent. She's definitely improved in her consistency with those this year, even from the little that we've seen already from last year.
Miscommunication. Harvey going to send the free ball over. Sanchez tight to the net, cross court. And that double hit that time on the Rams. Lady Eagles back within 2. And Baldonado, she's been all over the court tonight. She's going to be back to serve. Tang covers it. Back row attack by Salas coming. Just didn't get the angle on that one, and it's not going to get over the net. The Eagles taking advantage of the mistakes right now of the Rams. Harvey going to be called into the net. Harden now back in for the Rams. She's been strong up front as well. Free ball coming. Rams trying to take advantage of it. And Harden just into the block.
With a play like that, that set was really over the net already. So when that hitter made contact with the ball, it was already over the net, and that's going to make it a little bit much more difficult to block.
A lot of free balls right now. Sanchez back outside to Harden. She goes slow that time. That right there is the exact type of adjustments you'd like to see some of the Lady Eagles hitters take from time to time. Goes real hard the play before, and then the next play going a little bit softer.
Yeah, I agree.
That one out of bounds, 8-3 Rams. Little run right here, and we're gonna get a timeout. We're gonna take a quick break as well. Lung now back on to serve as we come out of the timeout. Her team trailing 8-3, and that's going to be an ace. Megan Lung doing it on both sides of her court. Lung going right at Baldonado. Bledsoe looking for Cannon. Barrazo doing a great job of covering. Free ball now. Bledsoe to Cannon. Big swing. Gotta love it.
No, that's exactly what I was getting ready to say, is that when you see the opposite team scrambling, if you can get a quick hit on them, that's what you want to do. And that's exactly what she did with that quick set and that quick hit. That was a smart play.
Cannon goes short. Sissick outside now. Left-handed hit there by Harden. Here comes Harvey, and Grider now going to join the double hit club. There's been multiple members of that club this evening. Mickelson now in, sends that one off. Carrick, Lady Eagles scrambling. Harvey not able to get that one back over. The Rams holding a 7-point advantage. Just under midway through this fourth set. Carrick finds Bledsoe. Harvey, bang! Backcourt winner. Splits the defensive specialists on the back row for the Rams and finds the open hardwood. Minter now in. She's going to serve. And Dover in on the front line for the Lady Eagles. Tang to Harden. And Harden just buries that one. Not much you can do with that. Grider up, finds Dover. Here's another one. Rolls that one over. Baldonado going to send a free ball over now. Shisick. Sanchez looking outside again. Harden goes soft. Tip over by Dover. Great athletic play by her. And they're just feeding Deasia Harden. Back row attack by Baldonado. Sent back over. And we're going to get a double hit. Great rally there for both teams.
I always like to see Dover at the net when she goes for those tips. You can definitely see her basketball background coming out with those.
McLeod goes short. Shisick's got it now. Back to Harden on the other side. But that time, Grider getting some hand on it and doing a great job of angling that inbounds. 7-12. This Lady Eagles team just doesn't want to go away right now. McLeod goes deep. You almost would have liked to see Baldonado try to meet that ball at the net.
I think that would have been a good idea. You still had the Rams scrambling from that last play, and I think it would have just put the pressure on them to put that immediately back over.
Salas now on to serve for the Rams. They're leading by 6. She finds the hands of Carrick. Tip over. I think Grider might have been called going underneath the net. Salas again. McLeod is there. Here's Baldonado. Mickelson getting there. Here's Long, the big hit. That one sailing just long. She hasn't done that too many times tonight.
A welcome reprieve for the Eagles, I think.
Sometimes it's better to be lucky than good. That's what I like to say. Minter now looking for Cannon in the middle. Ginger Cannon. Man, she's loving it. It's funny how those big spikes tend to bring the crowd right back into it.
It definitely does, which just continues to energize the team. So
outside Lung. That one off the block. I think one of the things that definitely needs to be continued to work on is just getting a little bit closer than that, trying to force that ball back down on the side of the Rams. Unforced error there by the Lady Eagles. Rams up by 7 here in the fourth set. If you're just joining us, the Rams storming out to a 2-0 lead. Lady Eagles really showing some heart, fighting back in that third set. And now down by 8, but trying to force a decisive fifth set in this one, really working hard. Barrazo finds Baldonado. Dover gonna send one up. Here comes the back row attack. I like that change up there by Carrick.
They're really struggling on these scrambling plays. I think they need to just be, all the players on the team, it's not even just the defense, but be prepared for those situations when you do have a bit of a wild ball to know what to do.
Cannon again. She's single-handedly trying to keep her team in this one. Bledsoe now is going to come in to serve, and Butcher now in for Minter on the front. Monday gets there. Sanchez outside. Good job by Carrick to cover, and Cannon.
Once again, just such a smart play. Taking that on the second hit, throwing off the defense a little bit. A really smart play from Cannon.
Ginger Cannon having her way right now. Really making some smart decisions, and it's keeping her team in this one. Just no answer for Megan Lung all night.
She's a strong hitter.
She's only listed at 5'6" on the roster, but she plays a lot taller. And we're going to get a timeout on the floor. Lady Eagles trailing by 8, trying desperately to get back in this one. We're going to take a quick break, and we'll be back with the end of the fourth set. And we're back. The serve from Sanchez sent over and off Carrick. Carrick's played really well today, but she's just struggling a little bit late here in the fourth set, potentially running out of gas a little bit. It's been a long day of volleyball.
Ended their first week of classes, a weekend full of volleyball.
There's not a lot of players that could make that adjustment. Ginger was going up to slam that one. Next thing you know, she's in no man's land and somehow still able to get it over. Tang finds Sanchez, now backdoor to Lung. But Carrick is there. Butcher with the push. Tang tries to go short. Free ball into the back now. Salas up to Sanchez. Here's Lung again. That time only a solo block of Butcher is there, and Lung able to find the floor again. Bledsoe out to Harvey. And there's that back corner again. Lady Eagles fighting to the end. Down by 8. Sisik struggled with that one a little bit. Tang sends it back towards Cannon. Here's Grider in the middle. Rams scrambling, gonna have a free ball. Bledsoe, backside, Butcher, and that's gonna be a kill. Great offense there from the Lady Eagles.
It was, and you saw them mixing it up. Those are good plays.
You haven't seen Bledsoe use that back set very much tonight, but definitely successful on that play.
Yeah, and like we talked about, Butcher is a great option to have on that weak side.
And that's just a great play right there by Deasia Harden. Just putting it where no one was on the court. Great vision once she got up in the air.
Yeah, to make those adjustments when you're in the air is definitely a characteristic of a really great hitter.
Tip over by Bledsoe. That one goes nice and high. Bledsoe finding Harvey. I'm not ever sure that one made it over the net. And we're gonna have set point coming. Mickelson serving for the visiting Rams, serving for the match. Back to Carrick. Bledsoe finds Butcher, tips that one over. Sanchez now to Tang. Lady Eagles scrambling, and that's gonna do it. The Rams able to come away with a hard-fought victory. They win this one 3-1. Carrie, despite the loss, you have to be extremely pleased with some of the takeaways from this game. The heart really working really hard in that third set to come away and ultimately steal one set was a big part of this game, I believe.
Yeah, I agree. And not even just seeing the heart, but also seeing the skill that they displayed during that third set. That's impressive, and that's something that they can come back to and remember when they're continuing to improve for the rest of the season. I think that will be something that will stick with them.
The Lady Eagles fighting hard in this one, but falling. They go 1-1 on the day, winning against Bruton Parker, but ultimately not able to get past the Rams. Want to thank you for taking some time to join us on this Saturday. We've enjoyed it. Look forward to seeing you back here in about a week for the next live stream for this Lady Eagles team. Make sure to keep up with your Lady Eagles. Follow their Facebook page, PCC Eagles, but also follow them on Instagram and Twitter as they keep going throughout this season. For myself, Noah Frary, and for Carrie Ordway, we want to say thank you for joining us, and we look forward to seeing you out next time.